The Science of Hypnotism, the Wonder of the 20th Century, All Known Methods Explained, The Way to Become an Operator, etc. Edited and compiled by L. E. Young. Audiobook version by Felix Warren. L&M Ottenheimer Publishers, Baltimore, Maryland, printed in USA. Copyright August 1899 by M. Young. Preface. The tidal wave of hypnotism is fast approaching the shores of America. The press, the medical faculty, the scientists, the laymen, in fact the masses, all are reaching out and seeking for more knowledge, for facts, and for information on this most wonderful and strange subject. Many that have in the past been skeptical are now counted among the believers and adherents. The study of hypnotism has proved to be not only interesting but instructive, and therefore the demand is increasing for books treating the subject fairly and without prejudice, and such works find a welcome reception and are eagerly sought after. It has become a common topic of conversation among all classes from the college professor to the schoolboy. The importance of hypnotism as a healing agent is fast becoming understood by many throughout our land. Hypnotism does not come before the American people an entire stranger. Its advance guard has already marched over the entire continent of Europe, and its noble work has been witnessed there by thousands of our citizens, many of whom have tested its wonderful healing power. Thousands of invalids have been cured in the hospitals of France and Germany of diseases that appear not to have been reached by any other method. Hypnotism promises a great deal to those who suffer from terrible habits, especially the morphine, the alcoholic, the tobacco, the opium, and many others. And if we can reach these unfortunates by the publication of this book, we feel positive in saying that a large percentage of those who study its pages can be cured, and all more or less benefited. We have traversed a very large field to gain the information this book gives. We have embodied the experiences and views of many who rank high in the medical world, and have for many years treated successfully thousands of patients every year by hypnotism in European hospitals, and their success appears to have been something bordering on the miraculous. In some of the chapters we have given their methods and their mode of treatment, and such facts as might interest the general reader. Contents. Chapter 1. Hypnotism as a Science. What hypnotism means. When hypnotism was discovered, and by whom. The different names this science has been known by. Chapter 2. Hypnotism as discovered by Dr. J. Braid, his method, and a few interesting cases as cited by him, in his noted book, Neuropnology. Chapter 3. The School of Nancy, the 9 Degrees of Hypnotism, the theory of hypnotism as advanced by Dr. Leibold, the founder of the Nancy School, the discovery of suggestion, showing how it has helped the science of hypnotism to advance in the medical world. Chapter 4. Dr. Leibold of Nancy, description of his treatment and the method employed at the school at Nancy, his system free from mysticism, curative suggestion as applied by Dr. Leibold, absolute sleep or unconsciousness unnecessary for curative treatment, different stages of hypnotism as known at the Nancy School. Chapter 5. M. Charcot experiments at La Salpêtrière. Dr. Burke's discovery. The method used at La Salpêtrière. Hysteria and hypnotism closely combined, says M. Charcot. Neurosis theory has many followers. Chapter 6. The School of the Hospital de la Charité. Dr. J. Loy's method and his many finds which have helped hypnotism. The hypnotic mirror. Its uses and successes. The effects of colored balls on hypnotized patients. The use of animal magnetism as united with hypnotism. The uses of drugs and their influence on hypnotized persons. The uses of magnets in hypnotism. Chapter 7. The classifications of hypnotism. The inductive stages of hypnosis classified as used in the different methods. Gurney, speculative stages of hypnosis. Lloyd-Tuckey's classifications of hypnosis. Dr. Leibold's stages of hypnotism, numbers 6. Bernheim's divisions of hypnotism. The method used by Ralph H. Vincent of London, England. Very important to a student in hypnotism. Chapter 8. The induction of hypnosis by the fascination method. The method as first used by Donato. Dr. Bremaud's method of fascination as it differs from other methods. Abbot Faria's method. The power of the magnet to induce hypnosis. Carl Saxtus method. The candle method. Professor Bernheim's method of suggestion, as used by himself on his patients. Chapter 9. Telepathic suggestion, hallucination, autosuggestion, post-hypnotic suggestion. Chapter 10. Somnambulism, arousing latent memories after waking from a somnambulistic sleep. The use of tobacco cured. Curing drunkenness. The cure of the morphia mania. The dangers of hypnotism and drugs compared. Chapter 11. The phenomena of hypnotism. Why hypnosis is different in different subjects. Proof that such a science as hypnotism exists. Rapport. Double consciousness. Max Dessoir theory. H. Bernheim theory. Chapter 12. What can be done with hypnotism? The elevated moral tone of subjects when hypnotized. 3 rules never to be forgotten by the operator. Can hypnotism be simulated? Professor Gregory's views. How to waken subjects without harm. Chapter 13. The wonders of hypnotism. Hypnotism as a curative power. The effects of hypnotism upon the senses. The effect of hypnotism on the function of individual organs. All turns on the way suggestion is made. Donatism. Chapter 14. The wonders of hypnotism continued. Catalepsy. Automatic movement. The phenomena of imitative speech. Hemihypnosis. Increased sensitiveness of hypnotic subjects. Hyperesthesia of the eye. Suggestion and hypnosis. Circulation and respiration in hypnotism. Memory in hypnotism. Hypermnesia. Chapter 15. From the New York Journal, June 1899. A boy who can see straight through your clothes to your very bones. How he has diagnosed diseases which puzzled physicians, described internal disorders which science had no way of finding out, and explained fractures of bones which the doctors did not suspect. Physicians confronted with a scientific phenomenon which it is impossible to explain. Chapter 16. The dangers of hypnotism. Chapter 17. Brief explanations of important points in hypnotism. Special advice and instructions to young experimenters, and particular reference to inducing hypnotic sleep and awaking. Noted writers on hypnotism. We would suggest to all who expect to study hypnotism in detail to secure the latest and best books on that subject. You will find the titles of several of the standard books named below, to which we owe a tribute of thanks for extracts we have made. Neuropnology by Dr. James Braid. The Elements of Hypnotism by Ralph H. Vincent. Psychotherapeutics by Lloyd Tuckey, M.D. Le Magnétisme Animal by Binet and Ferret. Der Hypnotismus by Forel. Du Sommeil by Leibold. The Subliminal Consciousness by F. Myers. Suggestion and Reflex by Carl Schoeffer. De la Suggestions et du Somnambulisme by Legois. Ein experimentelle Studie auf dem Gebiet des Hypnotismus by Kraft-Ebing. De la Suggestion Mentale by Ochorowicz. Das Doppel-Ich by Max Dessoir. The 2 following books are published by the London Society of Psychical Researches. Peculiarities of Certain Post-Hypnotic States by Gurney. Phantasms of the Living. The following books we can furnish sent prepaid by mail at the prices named in this book. Suggestive Therapeutics by Bernheim. Hypnotism by Albert Moll. The Law of Psychic Phenomena by Thompson J. Hudson. Hypnotism, How It Is Done by James R. Koch, M.D. Hypnotism by Dr. Favot du Cormils. Hypnotism by Carl Saxtus.